Good evening and welcome once again to Arun's NIEOL, Arun's English by NIEOL. In my last video, I told you about uses of simple present. In this video, we'll be talking very extensively about things we speak in present indefinite tense. There are varieties of ways in which we use simple present or present indefinite. Let us just discuss one by one. When you face any sort of speaking, you generally make it correct in your speaking by following all these things. Unless and otherwise you learn these things, it's not easy to speak correctly. You can speak fluently, but to speak correctly, you need to follow these things. Number one, here we go. Exclamation. When we talk about exclamations, you know exclamations, generally they are used with what and how. You are very familiar with these things. Apart from that, you can use there goes Deepika. Here comes the tiger. And in the end, you have an exclamation mark. What a wonderful scene. This is the third example. The scene itself here is in singular. So automatically it is assumed that after it you have it is. What a wonderful scene it is. Had it been plural, like how wonderful scenes, then it could have been they are instead of it is. Now let's come to number 2. When we introduce quotations, you always talk. For example, Keats says, "A thing of beauty is a joy forever." This is a quotation said by John Keats. And says here comes in present tense when, especially simple present, when you introduce the quotation, what comes after it. Number 2 is over. Now come to number 3. When we talk about broadcast commentary, we use simple present. For example, Pandya bowls Morgan out. Hardik Pandya bowls Ian Morgan out. And the verb is bowls. Interestingly, in English, your broadcast commentary is spoken in simple present tense. You don't talk any other tense other than simple present in English. Second example I have given here, Virat Kohli hits a 6. Simple present is here, hits. Coming to fourth example, when we talk about unchanging situations, we use simple present. For example, I work in Mumbai. The work word or the verb itself is in simple present. She lives in Chennai. Lives is in simple present or present indefinite. 5. Example number 5, giving directions or instructions. When we give any directions or instructions to anybody, we generally use simple present. You go straight along this road and then turn left. This is an instruction given to somebody. This is the direction given to somebody. And whenever we give instructions and directions, we use simple present. Thank you very much. Now come to number 6. Physical or mental feelings. When we talk about physical or mental feelings, we always use simple present. We do not say my head is aching. We do not say my stomach is hurting. We always say my head aches. Aches. That's in present indefinite or simple. Similarly, the second example, my stomach hurts. That's again in simple present or present indefinite. Example number 7. When we talk about movies, serials, etc., we use simple present. Akshay plays the central character in Lakshmi. Lakshmi is a movie, and when we talk about this movie, we talk about an individual character who plays the central one. Here, Akshay is the hero, and he plays the central character in Lakshmi, the movie. There you use simple present. Coming to number 8, when you confirm any type of news you have heard from some sources, you generally use simple present. Example, I hear you are getting married next month. Remember, I hear, you can't say I heard here. I hear you are getting married next month. This here comes in simple present, confirming the news. In number 9, you talk about admitting something. I admit it's my fault. Whenever you do any admission of anything, you always use simple present. I admit it's my fault. I admit you are right. I admit I am wrong. So these things you use in number 9, admitting something. That too you speak in simple present. Coming to number 10, when we promise something to somebody, we generally use simple present. And the verb is promise, always simple. I promise I'll give you a party. It's a promise made to somebody. And this promise comes in simple present. And last of all, in this video, we talk about newspaper headlines. In English newspapers, you always find headlines in simple present. Even though the actions happened in the past, you talk about in simple present, you talk that in simple present. For example, border talks with China fails. Border talks with China, B capital, T capital, C capital, F capital. This is a newspaper headline. Border talks with China. After the content follows. But the newspaper headline in English newspapers always come in simple present. Second example, 130 die in Taj Express accident. This is another newspaper headline example in English newspapers. When you read newspapers, please follow the headlines. You will see that they are written in simple present or present indefinite. This is all about part 1 of my video about things we speak in present indefinite tense. And we have given you 11 examples of things that we speak in simple present. In our next video, I'll be giving you more such examples. Before that, if you wish, you can subscribe my channel, and the link is given in the description. Thank you very much for patient listening and watching.